Making them candles. Talking Fenner into laying the reef. I had it all worked out. Then someone else goes and stabs the bastard.
Well, you always knew you weren't the only one who hated his guts.
Yeah, but it's like I dedicate myself to it, Ju. It's just another thing in my life I've gone and messed up.
What's she talking about?
Well, marriage was a disaster. Anything David's ever done good was done when I was locked up in here. The only thing I've ever been any good at was tomming and nicking. And let's face it, if I'd been any cop at that, I would have ended up here in the first place. But giving that bastard Fenner what he was due. I thought finally, I'd be doing something worthwhile.
Oh, Joe. You've done loads what's important. Yeah, you kept me sane in here for a start. And you're too good a person to got your hands filthy on Fenner, no matter how much he deserved it. He's dead. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But who done it?
Did you kill Fenner?
Jesus, not you and all.
What the hell were you thinking of, Pat? Don't you ever want to get out of here?
I didn't murder anyone. But I might start a killing spree if you don't shut up.
You can trust me, Pat. I'm your friend. I'll give you an alibi.
What?
Here. Who do you reckon done Fenner then?
I don't know. How should I know?
All right. We know you didn't do it. Don't we, Darlene?
How you know?
Come off it, Darlene. We know because we know who did it, don't we? You do? Who? I did.
You?
Well, me and Darlene, yeah.
Me don't know what she a chat about, you know. I didn't kill nobody, crazy bitch. Don't listen to her.
If you killed Fenner, how'd you do it? It's all in here, team. In me and Darlene's bestseller. And you helped us.
I never.
You want to bet?
Of course, there's bleeding rats all over the bloody place.
So you have rat poison then?
I don't know.
Oh, go on, team. It's an experiment. For the novel. We dedicate the book to you. How about that?
Really?
We made a solution from the rat poison he gave us and dipped a thorn in it from out in the garden. Darlene got a drinking straw to use as a blowpipe. And then in the hanging cell, we copped the bastard right in the back of the neck.
Oh my God.
That means you're like heroes then, ain't you? You killed Fenner. Only, you won't say nothing about where you got the rat poison from, will ya?
This is bollocks. Why didn't they find anything on you?
I dropped the straw.
It's like I said, girls. It's all in here. The bloke dies from a drugged dart. It was your idea, actually, Darlene. Gotta hand it to you. Worked a treat.
Mr. Grayling, please. Sit down. Thank you. This is just routine, you understand? I'm told these are bad for your health. And Jim Fenner wasn't exactly good for your career either, was he?
It's no secret that Jim Fenner and I had issues. But we were both professionals. We put the tribunal behind us to get on with the job.
Is that how you came by the bruises? Getting on with the job? You see, Mr. Fenner's body also has some bruises. Any connection?
He wasn't an easy man to work with.
And, given your past, couldn't help gloating when he'd heard you'd been suspended from your job. I'll keep my ear close to the ground.
Fenner was a bloody cancer in this place. He poisoned and corrupted everyone and everything that came into contact with him, and finally he was destroying me.
That sounds like a motive for murder.
Sarge, You better have a look at this. Prison security procedure is to review CCTV footage every few days. They thought we might be interested in this.
Isn't that Di Fenner?
Jim was a very great friend, Inspector Hayes. I'd known him longer than anyone else here. It's really such a shock, him dying like this, I can't tell you. And so soon after my husband met a violent end. It's really almost too much to bear.
Your husband?
He was gunned down by mafia types in Spain. It was our honeymoon.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Mrs. Nicholson.
Hollenby. The memory of my marriage, what happened, it's almost too painful, I'm afraid.
I see.
Well, I suppose you want to ask me some questions about Kerrigan.
No?
But you found the murder weapon on her.
We found a weapon on her. It's gone for tests.
Well, I'm sure your tests will tell you everything you need to know. She's been a dirty bum on a short fuse since she set foot in the place, that one. Wasn't here 5 minutes before she was holding a knife to a flaming nun's throat. Oh, and she hated Jim Fenner's guts.
Apparently, Mr. Fenner was having an inappropriate relationship with one of the prisoners. Did you know about that?
I knew Natalie Buxton had been spreading malicious gossip. You learn to ignore such rubbish.
But Di Fenner didn't ignore it, though, did she? In fact, that's why she was divorcing him. You see, it seems to me Mrs. Fenner's got reason to be a very bitter woman.
I wouldn't know.
Oh? You seemed pretty sure yourself a moment ago.
Well, it's got nothing to do with me.
Did Mrs. Fenner ever talk about killing him, Sylvia?
No, of course she didn't. Don't be ridiculous. Di's not violent.
But her own husband suspended her for hitting Natalie Buxton, and Mr. Grayling says she once sent him threatening messages.
She was provoked.
By Mr. Grayling?
Look, this is all nonsense. Di couldn't possibly have killed Jim. She was with me all the time.
So you were with her when she found the body, then?
No.
So don't lie to me, Mrs. Hollenby, or I might start thinking you're trying to cover for her. Or maybe you've got a taste for prison grub.
I'm switching the tape on now. This is Detective Sergeant Caroline Hook commencing an interview with Mrs. Diane Fenner at 11:23 p.m. Also present is Detective Inspector Alan Hayes.
I was angry. I admit it. He'd made such a bloody fool of me going off with that tart Buxton.
Die bastard. It looks as if you were more than just angry.
I didn't kill him.
You wanted him dead. We've just seen it.
I don't understand this. You've got Kerrigan. You've got the weapon.
We haven't seen the lab report yet, Mrs. Fenner. Perhaps Kerrigan's telling us the truth and it's her blood on the stake.
And there's no denying what the security cameras picked up, is there?
I did everything for that